Good morning, guys. Welcome to Macbet Q&A. I have the pleasure of joining John today,
James.
and we're previewing Sunshine Coast.
Good meeting. Love this track, big track, and a lot of horses, especially when the rail's in. It's back in the zero, so it's a great track to bet in. It's sort of they can have every chance.
Nice
most
big track.
horses.
Nice
Yeah.
big track. We love it. All right, interesting week. A few different days where we had
Up and down.
3 meetings. Melbourne Cup Day was, you say, pretty good. Doomben was quite a good day. I think
Yeah.
a small lose at Sunshine Coast only, but we had a few prices get picked off there, so it probably would have been a winning day if you bet when the tips come out. But we'll go off top fluck there with our results. So
Yeah, it was very up and down. We had a really good day one day, and we lost last Saturday. We had that one in Melbourne. I sort of said would win. It got the chocolates.
that's good.
Hong Kong was a bit unlucky. We
Yeah.
the 20-1 shot sort of got nutted the last little bit, sort of thing. So that was a bit painful. And one of the horses I liked that night just didn't perform. He was on inside other horses, and he has been coming out wide. So he might be one of those horses that just doesn't like tucked in behind horses and inside other horses. So just don't know what to do with that horse next time. It was very disappointing on face value, but the 20-1 shot, we nearly just the last bound and got nutted. So
Yep.
anyway,
Very close.
things. Yeah,
That's all right.
yeah.
Keep well, at least it's thereabouts.
Yeah,
20 to
yeah.
1. Well, it didn't run like a 20 to 1
No,
shot, did it? So
no.
got something right there. Look, good to see we've got some questions coming in already. One from Mikey there. So that's in the last race. So I've got that one down. So if you did want to ask any questions during the live stream, guys, feel free to comment them. And we've got the ones saved up from before that you guys have commented. So we've got 2 winners this week. I think Stuart Hawthorne's getting a Betfair merch pack.
Yep.
And we had another one there. Might have been, Chris Bunny getting the $100 Neds bonus. So big thanks to Neds again.
Yeah,
the $100 bonus each week.
Yep, they keep on sticking in Neds, and Betfair come back on with those packs, so it's really good.
Yep, excellent. So
You got the cap on and everything.
that's right, ready to go. Send us a message if you want to sign up to Neds, guys. We can do your bonus. Get something sorted. Send us a message. I'll help you out there with that.
Yep.
All right, let's have a look at race 1.
Yep.
What's the track going to do today? Just a rough idea.
Yeah, any pace is it's going to be pace related. So if the horses are not going real fast in front, they'll give a good kick. If they go along half decent, well, then it opens up for anything more or less. So I'm really just all pace related. You know, if I think the speed's going to be on, I'll be on midfield horses or whatever. You know, it's going to be suited. If there's no speed, well, then I'm a bit worried about the back markers. So that's how I'm just going to play it, as pace related.
It's good. So
Yep.
fair. Sort of playing
very
evenly.
fair. Yeah.
Excellent. We like that. All right, Cruise Angel, race 1. Can it continue its winning form? Thanks, Jacob, for the question.
It's hard to beat. It's going to get the perfect run. Isis Magic will go straight to the front. Cruise Angel will be third on the fence. You know, it's just smoking its pipe. And I couldn't take 220, but you know, it's hardest to beat. And I've got it favourite.
Okay.
Got it around the 270 or 280 mark. So it's not a horse. We have backed it one day, I think, at the Gold Coast, but last time I couldn't have it. I thought it had gone off, but it proved me wrong. It wasn't a wet track, you know, so now it's going to a dry track. It's a few concerns for me at the $2.20 or $2.15 or whatever it is. So
Okay.
I couldn't back it at that price, but
Sure.
I won't be betting.
Could be winning.
It's going to
Be
be
really
perfect.
keen on it.
You're going to be very happy with yourself in the run.
Okay.
Just a matter of whether it's good enough.
All right.
So,
Interesting runner. Race 2, Stuart. Hey, guys, I like race 2, number 9. Got no doubt. Great breeding. What do you think?
yeah, interesting you saying that. Breeding is not my forte. I'm trying to bring that in play at the moment, or for the last probably 6 months. It's an important thing for horses. For me, is, you know, wet tracks and up and distance. That's the main thing that I try to use it. And this horse, you know, its breeding's pretty good. I think it's one of the mares. Foals were Ridgeway, which is Van Dyke's horse that goes all right, and it had one horse that I think it raced in a group race or a listed race out of the same sire, not a single doubt. So it goes okay. So it's a big query. I usually prefer Golden's horses second up because they usually improve a fair bit off their first up run. This isn't a hard race to win. The favourite, it looked very impressive the other day, but it beat nothing. But it's just a big query race this because there's so many good trainers, well-bred horses, no trials. So what do you do? I'm tipping something. Like I think the favourite's hard to beat, and I think there's a roughie there that had a nice chance, so that it went really good the other day. But again, I don't know the first starters, so it's worry.
First starter races are tricky, aren't they? Yeah, especially with no public trials sometimes.
You can bet,
where do you look?
Well, you can bet the last, probably 5 minutes when the market's telling you what's going on with these first starters, and then you can say, okay, well, this first starter's been well backed, breeds this, trainers this. Do I want to play against that scenario? And that's when you've got to make the decision that last 5 minutes what you're going to do, especially on some that you do know, and like the one I like in the race, or I think's got a chance. I'm just going to have to make a decision that last 5 minutes whether I back it or not.
All right. Nick, race 3, number 3, was at the Big House.
Yeah, it won on a very leaders biased track the other day at Ipswich. I'm happy to bet against it, but it's getting out in the market. It's got right out from about $6 to $11. I'm looking at it now, so the market's starting to swing the way that I thought it would.
Okay.
So it'll race up on the speed. It'll be there for a while, but I've got it $18. So the $6 was way away from my market, and I'm happy to play against it.
Okay. Race 5, Awesome Pluck. Can it get into an okay spot? Is it just better than them?
I think the gate's a real worry. It's problems for it. It is probably better than them. Like the second pick in the market is a maiden up horse. I know it just killed them the other day.
Yep.
Its last bit, it just tore away from the sectionals. Were great.
Okay.
But it wouldn't go early. So if it gets lost against this type of class, it'll be motoring late. But he might make up 5 or 6 lengths and get beaten 2 or 3. So.
Okay.
Whereas the other one, he raced in the big race down Sydney, so it's a big step up in class for C Too Many. And then away from him, there's some nice horses. There's like Basara goes quite good, and Chapter and Verse is a nice horse. So I couldn't take 240. I've got it longer than that just because of the gate.
Okay. And Chapter and Verse, is there any value there? Thanks, Will.
Yesterday there was. I think it was about $20 or something like that. I thought that was a nice price. $11. That's just about what I've got it.
Okay.
So he's a nice horse. He's got 12 gate. He's going to give him start. He's going to get back in the field and he'll charge. But I probably prefer him 1200 first up on this big track. But
Okay.
1,000 metres, if they go stupid up front, well, maybe he might be hitting the line hard. So
All right.
I can't say no to him, that's for sure.
All right. Maybe, hopefully Will's had a little nibble at 20 to 1 last night. I think that's when he posted his question, so
Yeah, well,
I hope he's taken his fixed
that's the
price there.
I'd like to be on him at 20s, that's for sure.
Nice. All right. Race 6, Jamie White. Hey lads, number 7 nearly got a place last start at long odds. Do you reckon it could go one better?
7. Apollo Bloom. Yeah, my first pick. So I think he's hard to beat. The run the other day, the ratings out of that race are just all high, and I'm very concerned. So I've forgotten about that race and gone on his previous form, and I still got him favourite. So
Okay.
I've got that up my sleeve, whether he's even better than what I've got it. So I'm on him. I think he's got a good chance. I think there's solid speed in the race, and he's going to be in the right spot, sort of thing. So Burn On, definitely hard to beat, and I think, what is it now, 550? I still think that's good odds. I just got a bit of a concern. All these horses are very much go round and round and round.
Yeah.
So they're all open company horses that are just about they're not, in a month or two when the better horses come back, they won't get sighted, So
Yeah.
the
Usual suspects,
yeah,
aren't they?
they are. They just take
I
turns.
can
sort of thing.
think we've probably bet on almost all of these at some point.
Well, that's that's
about.
probably right. Bellflower we've been on, Dreams
Oh.
Plenty we've been on.
Nikita's.
Salsa Song is a nice little mare, but Apollo Beam we've been on, Fortensky we've been on,
Yeah.
Superla, so they all take turns.
Yeah, that's right. And Fortensky burnt us last time. I don't like that horse anymore.
Yeah, I don't. He can't. He doesn't really get 1,300 to 1,400 metres. If 1,300 is his go, 1,400 or further is a bit of a struggle. But the 4 gate's going to give him a hope here of just getting a nice suck run, and he's not. I can't rule him out. I gave up on him after that last time. I knew it was struggle
Yep.
at the distance, and I still made him my best. I think it was.
Yep.
And I had I got burnt. So now it's $10 and good gate. It's just I'm just sort of thinking, will he just get a lovely suck run and just pounce on him? And it is $10 now, so he's there.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. The other question in that race, was Bellflyer. Is it a good each way shot? That's for James Patterson. Thank you.
I can't have him. He won on a wet track that big race the other day.
50 to 1
yeah.
for 30, 40 to 1. Yeah.
Big weight, 59 kilos against these. The big track will help him, but I couldn't have him at the 59 kilos in this sort of field.
Okay. Race 7, Richard. Thoughts on the bottom weight?
Richard beat the beast. You've probably got some sort of connection with this horse. And again, 1400's as far as he really wants to go. He sort of loomed to do something the other day after missing the kick, and he just died, and he's run the last little bit. He wasn't the better part of the track, so I'm against him. I don't know how far against him. What have I got him? I've got him double, $20. So and it is mainly because I'm a bit concerned. 1400 strong sort of thing. Like, this is a pretty good field, this one. So I'm against him at that around the $10 or $11 mark.
Okay. Race 8, Chris Bunny, who's got the $100 Ned's bonus today. Thoughts on number 2, which is Schmert?
A few people are tipping this. I know Ben Perkins, he's keen on this thing, and so 9 gates, a little bit tricky. I thought it had its chance the other day. He sort of loomed up and he got run down. Now, the format of the race is pretty good, but this is a good field, this one. And he's 57 against. Yeah, he's got to give weight to a few smart horses. So I'm $16. I think I got him 20, so he's not far away. But I'm betting against him.
Okay. Dylan, hey lads, what chance do you give Hold the Line in race 8, and what price do you have him at?
It's an interesting horse. I haven't got him near the 260, 270. I've got him second pick.
Okay.
He trialled very good, nice, nothing wrong with his trial. He got down a subsequent winner last time before he spelled, and he did a good job at Clounder, I think it was. But I think there's a few nice horses here and better horses than what he's raced. So 260, 270 in this field, I'm concerned. I think both the favourites. I'm
Vulnerable.
Well, I like the 7.
Yep.
But it was $3.80 this morning, so now it's into $3, $2.80, and it's a second start. But he's a nice horse. But so is Hold the Line. So they've shortened up these two, and I can't. I know public-wise that what they see is pretty good, and I can't knock what they see. But there's a few other horses in the race that go quite good, and I don't think they should be as short as what they are. I was going to back Usman off around the $3.80. I was hoping I'd get $4, but now $3. That's nearly just a bit shorter than what I've got it now. So that's throwing a spanner in the works for me.
We'll have to watch and see.
Yeah.
The last race here, Mikey, thank you for the comment there. Stanley Park was interested in.
Another horse that just keeps winning, and last start we struggled to get it as short as what it was. It was just heavily backed, or what it finished up at. Go to the front, there's a bit of speed, come out of the race, but there's still a little bit there to annoy it. I don't think it. I think it'll keep on shortening. It'll probably finish up around the 350 mark just because of the jockey, the trainer, and it winning all the time, and they're spruiking it on the air. And
Yep.
I just thought, even now at the $384, I haven't got it that short, and I think it'll be probably even finish up shorter. So
Okay.
I'm betting against it. I'm going to back about 2 or 3 horses to knock it off.
Playing around that one. I think there's I think we've backed all the horses in this race as well. I'm just starting to notice that.
Well, there is.
They'll go around again, but
there is some nice, like we've been on Snitch, we've been
had
on
some good wins with these runners. But my question is Sailor Jerry. My uncle owns a leg in this horse. So what is it a chance today? $8.50. It doesn't like winning.
He leaned up to win the other day. He just got run down. I've got him about $15, and he's for a race of this sort of quality, he's not hopeless, but and he's going to get an okay run. 9 gate, he shouldn't be too far away. So he's a rough chance without me wanting to be on him. I know $9, I'll let him go. I'd probably want 20s to be on him, sort of thing, around that spot. So he's not hopeless.
All right. All right, well, that's all from us, guys. Tips and packages up on the website. So we got Sunshine Coast and had a look at Gold Coast today. Those are all uploaded and ready to go on the site. So send us a message if you have any questions at all, guys. Happy to help you out.
Yep.
Any questions at all, even about pricing or anything. Send us a message. Happy to help.
Yep. I've got a few emails of late. I've sort of tried to get to everyone, but that's just a bit difficult. This Melbourne Cup week. It's been tough, but we've got an easy day tomorrow. There's no races, and
no racing
I think there's Shartin today. Yeah, there is, which I haven't got to it. But if there's something there, we might send something out. I'll have a look at that now. I forgot about it. I was hoping it was going to be on tomorrow, and we're going to do pretty much the whole meeting. And
that'd be good.
We had no races up here, so I thought it was a perfect day to do the whole day in Shartin. But
wouldn't that be a treat?
Yeah, but now it's on Saturday. It's just a pain.
Pick the eyes out, and maybe something to Toowoomba if we're lucky.
Yeah, well, Brad
if
will
something comes up.
Yeah, Brad will have a look at that later and see if there's anything there too. So
it's always nice after a hard day seeing something come up at Toowoomba.
Yeah,
at short odds.
Just get something for dinner.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, that's all from us. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.
See ya.